we're chasing a motorcyclist now.
Not this guy.
Is this good or what?
Yup, so that's me in a police car chase in the most deadliest country on earth. And with 45,000 deaths every year, Brazil has the most murders in the world, twice as much as the US.
Hello,
4 out of every 10 people murder a Brazilian youth.
And at a time where cops are demonized in the media around the world, we decided to spend 24 hours with a police unit here to understand.
Wait, what the fuck? Hold on.
In the media around the world, we
Bro, they're letting him hold a fucking rifle, brother?
decided to spend 24 hours with.
The guy was armed. They saw him reaching towards his. Are you serious? Yes.
And
Is
are
this,
these
he's
cops
just a
really
YouTuber
making
guy.
a difference,
What
or
we-
are
what
they
we
part of the
pro right
problem?
now,
When
man.
we kill a thug, we celebrate with
My
cigars
fucking brain is
and
not
beers.
working.
I had no idea how it was gonna go.
He's
but
just a
one
media
thing I
guy.
learned is that
What could
things
go wrong
happen in
there,
an
man?
instant here.
My fucking god, what was that, man?
Yo, this is like straight out of a movie scene, I swear to God. So we'll come back to our patrol around the 3 different favelas, but
Really
how
trolling
did
you.
we even get their trust and approval? Because obviously they don't just let anyone do this. Because this specific unit deals with the worst of human atrocities, from murders, rapes, and kidnaps in Sao Paulo favelas.
How common are these kidnappings?
Very common.
Next one that we're going to is the most dangerous, you said? Yeah.
And so we clearly had to convince them of our intentions that we weren't gonna just fuck around. Our goal wasn't to expose nor glorify these cops, but instead to show the realities of their work in one of the most truly dangerous cities in the world. And first we had to get approval from their head boss, who sent his captain and his tenant that runs this 18th battalion. So we got up, shook hands, met, and toured with the captain. And the tenant was actually supposed to come, but was late, but we'll get to why in just a sec.
Eu vou mostrar para eles aqui a reserva de armas. Não são granadas ofensivas, elas são granadas que elas diminuem a condição combativa das outras pessoas. Então são granadas que fazem barulho e emitem luz. E o local que a gente chama de guarda-preso, né? Que é onde os criminosos acabam aí
Oh, you put
permanecendo.
criminals in here?
Yes.
Oh, yes, because usually they put them in the back seat, but they don't do that here?
Não, não, não.
Is it cool if I go in here?
So apparently 3 people can fit in here, and here in Brazil, they actually put all the criminals in the trunk and not in the back seat. Decent amount of space.
And after they showed us around and were clear in our intentions, we had one final test, and it was a pull-up competition.
All right, what do you guys think I'm gonna get? Let me know in the comments before you watch. So, oh, he bet 7. Okay, how many do you think? How many do you think he's gonna do?
I can do like
11.
4.
Okay.
11.
Okay. Let's go.
I think he can do 8.
All right, I got 16. How many did you get?
For each
20?
try, I can do 8.
Oh, what? Okay, cool.
We gained the captain's trust and we were given the approval.
Usually
But
it's 6.
remember earlier how I said that the tenant was supposed to come and meet us? Well, apparently here's why he
I
couldn't.
think it's
Os detalhes do
harder
serviço do tenente.
with pull-ups. You really go hard. With other things, I can kind of go hard, you know.
All right, yeah.
Push myself.
I'm just gonna play it cool
For
so
some
I
reason
don't
with
look
this,
like
I
a
just-
pussy in front of the captain.
Okay.
It just
Cool.
it doesn't
So
work.
obviously, when a regular day in the office could be life or death,
just doesn't
we were
work.
starting to get a better idea of their realities. We still had no idea what we were getting ourselves into, but
And it's not the
clearly
weight, because
it wasn't gonna be all sunshine and
I've
rainbows.
definitely lifted heavier weights than my
Merch is
body.
officially out. Go to
That ain't way too much.
shop.explortheunfamiliar.com to get.
We are a special police with special police officers and special police cars.
And then I can go.
I'm guessing.
I can
No.
push
So it's
myself
not
more.
bulletproof?
No, not bulletproof.
Right?
Yeah.
So what happens if we get shot at?
Yeah.
It's probably just some reflex
This is
from
a
being in the
fuzil
air.
5.56 caliber.
Why is it blown out though?
Caliber 12. We have another fuzil.
How often do you have to use that gun? Is it rare or quite
Yeah,
often?
but
Where, but
I thought the rule for YouTube is that if it's
we did use.
This is legal in the area, and it's code. It's fine. It's monetized.
Yes, true.
Wow. Do you always like fear for your life whenever you go out in these missions?
We have fear because we are human.
Hope you have a fun stream today. Could I get a welcome to the jungle, Felix, brother?
Vocation.
And so that was interesting, and remember that. Vocation, not a job, and you'll see that throughout the video. But anyways, it was time to start the day, and just like they do before every shift, they started with a group workout.
In our unity, don't have fat guys.
Yeah, it's not like American cops.
Yeah?
A lot of American cops, yeah.
American cops is
yeah. Do you guys hit everything? You guys don't skip leg day or anything like that?
No, we don't skip like them.
Hey, look at that, look at that. We don't skip leg day.
I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking hard so far. Just been like no rest, like going back and back at it. But best thing about these sorts of
I can lift about that much, like 4 plates.
People, you can't bitch out, so.
Yeah, I can lift 4 plates.
Yeah, like me for real.
All right, Andre, let's get it. Let's get it, Andre.
I can lift 4
And after a nice pump, I was curious on where we were gonna go for a patrol.
Small plates,
This is
I can lift that much.
our classroom. Here we do the theoretical instructions.
So what's today's mission looking like? Do we have any special missions that we're gonna do when we go out?
So we have Iraq.
So that's the favela we're going to today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Iraq.
We're going to Iraq.
Damasceno.
How many people live in each of these favelas?
Maybe here in Iraq it's not so much, maybe 5,000.
Okay.
But here is almost like a city. Damasceno, maybe
35,000.
35,000 people.
So for those who don't know, Brazilian favelas are essentially slums, and it's where many of the drug activity and gang operations are run from in Brazil. And as you'll see, this unit specifically patrols some of the biggest slums in Sao Paulo to fight this sort of crime. So just like what happened yesterday with Tenant Mendoza, conflict can really happen at any time. And so it was important that they not only knew how to use their gun, but their fists.
Love you, chat XQCL.
Holy boxing's hard, man.
We need to be ready for
I'm just watching the video, you feel?
situations in the street, you know?
What's the most common like martial arts? Does it usually end up on the ground? Like so jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu.
I see.
Yeah, we need to know how to immobilize some guy fast.
Oh,
we don't have time.
Right.
In our work, we don't have time. Maybe we have 5 seconds to make a decision. The part most important here is all of our actions is based on training. Training, and training. So all of
it's all automatic at this point, right?
Yeah.
Can we do one where I like
medium?
Medium, okay.
No, he said it was very light.
Yeah, he said it was very light.
I'm swimming a training arc, I've seen it.
Medium.
He said no resistance.
It's crazy how they haven't even started their day out. I'm already like toast. This is like my workout for like the day. Look at that.
Desejo realizado.
Okay. It's like we're irmãos.
And from working out to having lunch, they spend a lot of time together, so no surprise that they have nicknames for each other.
They all have nicknames.
What?
Big Mouth, Big Peter,
Big Peter?
Monkey.
His name's Monkey.
Yo, I want to go to the action now.
It's hard, but here we are a family.
And so even with all the sacrifices and the fact that you have to be a crazy motherfucker to do this, I was starting to better understand why exactly they call it a vocation and not a job. So it was time to get strapped.
What the fuck? Yo! Was that HK? Yeah, what is that?
You know, in America, they give each one of us this as soon as we turn 18.
Birthday gift?
It's like, welcome to America, welcome to adulthood.
You live in Texas?
In Bella.
Like
This shit looks heavy as fuck.
Buy a gun, it could take like 1 hour. Very easy. No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
It's a gift for you. I'm joking.
And so it was time, but before we left, there was one last thing to keep in mind for good luck.
Okay, so we're about to ride out. And before we ride out, we have to ride. What do we have to yell? What do we have to yell out?
It's a chama.
That's cool. It's for like good vibes. Okay. So.
Let's go!
Let's run one of the tires then.
Nice. Just like an F1.
Nice work. Nice work. God bless us.
So I thought they were doing this because they wanted to feed us some fire content, but turns out they actually do this to warm up the tires and suspension because, as you'll see later on, you for sure need the car to be able to do its thing.
Hey, it is what it is.
Where are we going first?
We are going first to Iraqi.
Okay, so the first step is Iraqi. This is where they start their patrol.
Can I have to warm up the brakes as well then?
Não tem, né? Por isso que tá quebrado.
Doesn't this feel like a Call of Duty mission? It feels like a Call of Duty cutscene. I swear there was actually like a Call of Duty mission like this. So what kind of signs are you looking for as you're patrolling?
Some drug dealers, people with guns, people stealing. We are going to favela now.
Okay.
Yeah, I could not believe it, but here we were, trolling the streets of the most murderous country in the world, and soon enough, I could see exactly why.
Dude, those guns look fucking heavy as bricks, brother.
So the guy was armed, like the guy.
Oh, he was?
They saw him reaching towards his.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Make him up.
Holy But ultimately they ended up bailing because he was on his motorcycle. Obviously these streets in the favelas are super narrow, as you'll see.
Because I'm weak, they're heavy.
So at any moment anything can happen. Okay, so we're refilling the tank right now, and everyone's getting out to make sure that we're going to be okay.
Make serious.
Yeah. So they're essentially surrounding the perimeter, so he's not going to get ambushed as he's filling it up. Okay, we're going to be getting out right now.
Bro, chat, guys, stop capping it. Stop. This shit, brother, this shit is wearing, this weighs a fuck ton.
Clear. All clear. It's part of our job, always driving with the
full tank.
Police car with a full tank.
Okay. Because you never know, you might have to go chase, right?
Yeah, exactly. So this part of the team that stay outside of the store is responsible to the security to
make sure they're safe. Yeah. I see. Have you had instances like during this where things started happening, where like drug leaders started attacking you?
Já. Aqui tem muito
drug leader.
Muito de moto roubada. Elas costumam
Watch out, guys.
Num bonde assim de
there's going to be perhaps a drug leader in the favela map.
And look, if I'm going to be real, I wasn't trying to show it, but god damn, I was nervous as fuck here, especially with what just happened just a few minutes ago. And not to mention the fact that we're in a goddamn favela.
Dude, if people actually just start shooting though, like we're so fucking powerless right now.
I have a water bottle to do
yeah, I have my bodysuit, but it's not gonna do shit.
But turns out, this ain't even the favelas.
This is a good part.
Wait, this is a good part? Oh. We haven't even arrived to the favela.
35 years away.
Oh, shit.
This is a good part. This place is good.
This is the Hamptons of the favela.
Yeah. It's like a Hamptons. Next is the Park Taipas, when I was found another American.
Oh, this is where you found that American that was kidnapped?
Yeah.
So I think we're finally arrived at the favelas. Super tense right now. It's like there's like a lot of anticipation of like what's gonna happen. Isn't it kind of crazy how this is just like normal shit for them?
Well, Captain Bourdain, in our last conversation with him,
these alleyways?
Oh, hell no. Yeah, I guess it never goes away, right?
26 crackers. Can I get a welcome to the jungle? XQC.
Holy shit, they're making an arrest right now.
Olha pra frente. Olha pra frente. Eu não perguntei nada pra você.
We're still waiting on them.
They check all the info on the guys to see.
XQCL.
One of them was just released, the other one has just been released as well. Seems all good.
So apparently that's a tablet that you use to be able to look at people's information. It's able to identify people in like the big, I guess, national database.
Oh, it's definitely a bigger favela than the one that we were previously. Way more dense, way more people, way more activity.
There was a fellow that tablet.
Sequestrados, entendeu? As vítimas de sequestro.
Is it here because it's a more isolated place? They usually bring people that were kidnapped to keep them locked here.
Chance to be really bad at it.
Okay, we just kind of randomly stopped and told us to get out. So some shit's about to happen.
That place is the exactly place where I found another American. Just right here.
Wow.
The van. This favela is called Parque Taipas.
Parque Taipas. Oi.
We got to the top of our first favela, and now it's time to go from house to house.
Eles deixam muita carga roubada aqui também.
I see. O pique. Vai na retaguarda deles. Nossa, quebrada tá apavorada hoje, hein?
They said they are looking because it's hard. It's rare to see a beautiful man in here.
They're talking to you, Andre.
O quê? Não. Lá em cima, na van.
Ah, tá.
I'm gonna show to you a hostage place.
Yeah,
a hostage place?
That was used by the criminals to bring the hostage to that house. I'm gonna show you.
Okay.
Come on. Look.
Wow. So this is where they put all the hostages?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm 37 years old and bald. I'm 37 years old and bald. I'm 37 years old.
So it'd be like rival
I'm
gangs?
37.
No,
like, or
it's like people that they want to rescue money, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
So Americans like me.
Yeah, like that. But not only Americans, Brazilian,
Everyone.
don't matter. When we come into this door, the victim was there in the sofa with her hands like that and feet like that with a stripe. The kidnapper
40
was running for that door.
How common are these kidnappings?
Very common here in this place and in this area.
The view is insane.
Yeah. All of this is our area.
All of this.
Yeah, all this. Onde que era mesmo? Tinha que descer?
That was crazy just seeing an area where a bunch of people just get kidnapped and held for ransom. This whole like time, I don't know, like you guys are seeing this, but it just feels so tense. Hopefully it like conveys just kind of like what I'm feeling at the moment too.
Tem muito sequestro aqui, já teve troca de tiro aqui.
There's a lot of kidnaps here and a lot of shootings.
Brazil is very
so
nice.
dangerous, but
This
so
is
beautiful.
just AI
It's like
generated.
the most dangerous and most beautiful view.
Yeah.
Bora.
They're gonna take us to a more
back on the road.
No, back a more crazier place.
Even more crazy?
Yeah.
How do you think about that after these 2 stops so far?
It's dangerous for them, and it's dangerous for the people who live in the favela. But it's necessary. Like people who live in the favela, they don't have a choice. Like, most of them, they need to come here because of the living cost, and they didn't choose to live in the favela. And these guys, like, they need to do their job, like, because otherwise favelas become completely lawless. So it's a necessary job.
And now we were approaching our second favela, and what they said was an even more dangerous one.
Oh, we're going down some very steep hills right now.
He said that right now, like, all the watchers already warned the drug lords that we are in here, so they all hide. They hide the drug selling points, and they wait until we leave to come back.
Oh wow,
bro! When I walk here, I'm just like, every time I'm thinking like, where will I jump if I hear a shot?
I know, seriously.
I'm gonna jump there. I'm gonna jump like these stairs. Like.
In the last checkpoint too, that's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, all right, where am I gonna fucking book it? I know I'm being quiet, but because I don't want to tip off anything if we're trying to be discreet. And also I'm like, there's anxiety too. But right now it's quiet because of the watchers.
Yeah.
My country feels strong, man. At least we are good at soccer code.
So we didn't find anything suspicious in the houses that we searched, but that didn't stop them from searching people. And I think a lot of people in the US may call this profiling, but in this instance, it seems like a search that they have to do, especially in such an unpredictable environment, not only for their safety, but also to find any clues for more gang members. And as you'll see later on, they were pretty accurate in their profiling.
So clearly we're going like house to house. All these houses are, I guess, typically hot areas for drug activity. As we saw some of the sheds, that's where they store a lot of the drugs. It really is like amazing here. A bunch of houses stacked on top of each other. So we're kind of just stopped here and upstairs.
Are you tired?
Huh?
Tired?
No, I'm not tired, man. This is impossible to be tired in this situation. Are you?
No.
Is this just like a regular, what's today, a Sunday for you?
Yeah,
yeah.
It's a normal Sunday.
Normal Sunday? Is this like a chill Sunday? Or?
Yeah, a chill Sunday.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
And just as we were walking back to the car to head to the next location, we see someone who might be a suspect.
So I guess he's performing a search right now. And when he says that in a hostile location like this, they perform it to anyone, so I guess to any guy.
Aquela casa lá.
Oh, he's been arrested before?
We asked him to show off your tattoos, so you can know more about the person.
So I have to take some more call. Give me a minute. I'm almost done.
Chat type 1 if Mr. Chair is more entertaining than the streamer.
Você é o que dele, moça? É o que dele? Mulher dele? E você? Você o quê?
And one thing we noticed is that, yeah, people are either like very hostile or very polite towards like the police, and I think there's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, I'm sure a lot of it is that, you know, they've seen many friends, family, all that, like being locked up. But then also, like, you know, we've kind of just been rummaging through their property, telling people to put their hands up, right? I mean, obviously there's a lot of reasons for that.
Anyone listen
but I
to
can
the
see
need
why
to
the
promise.
frustrations for like the locals too. Because I'm sure this is a weekly, you know, maybe even daily thing of police coming here. So it's like this patrol today, has it been more chill, or is there usually more action? How does it usually go?
It's chilly because the hour, it's early, but by the night the streets come more dangerous. When we kill a thug, we celebrate with cigars and beers.
With like your whole battalion?
Yeah, no, so just the platoon.
Oh, I see.
Just like we said early, the platoon is a family.
I guess in a way you see your platoon more than probably your family, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a wife and kids?
I have a wife.
I see.
He's a police officer too.
She's a police officer too?
Yeah.
Can I get a well to the jungle?
She is in the streets or like
the streets?
She's military police too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And after visiting the two favelas, look, it was tense and I was anxious, but to be honest, there wasn't anything like too crazy. But was that going to be different in this final favela? I guess that seems to be the case.
Next one that we're going to is the most dangerous.
Can I get a welcome to the jungle?
favela. It's called Cappadocia, like a city in Turkey, you know?
And you're saying that there are a lot of people there holding big guns and
Big
everything?
guns, and the drug traffic there is really hard.
Now we're about to go to, I guess,
That's kind of a vibe though.
dangerous of the
Little nice garage party with some, what is that? What is that, some DIY speakers in this bitch? Nah, that's just fucking bumping it.
It's the most dangerous of the favelas that we went to.
We thought we were safe. Like
we thought this was already dangerous. I think we're just getting started.
And oh boy, was I right.
How's my heart? Broken.
As we were entering into this next favela here, it's weird. A couple people just started like clapping. I think they were very happy to see the police here. So it's definitely a different reception than some of the reception that we were getting.
And when you start hearing loud ass noises out of nowhere, you know some shit's about to go down.
Dude, motorcycles, man. I've seen too much shit on the internet, chat.
Okay, so we see essentially three guys with hands behind their back.
Right now they're interrogating some of the suspects, probably like stolen motorcycle or something like this. And what we notice is that they talk to them a bit rude.
Yeah, they get like all in their faces. I don't know if you guys can see it, but
intimidating. I think it's more like to intimidate them, because if you're actually talking to a gangster and you talk soft with them, they don't give a shit. They won't respect you. So in a way, they end up talking like this to everyone because they don't know who is not a criminal or who it is. So
in a way, maybe they'll respond better too if you are intimidating.
Exactly.
Right? So
they were saying that they were riding motorcycles without license plate.
Oh, I see.
So it could be a stolen motorcycle, but they checked and it seems to be okay. Like it's not a stolen motorcycle.
So after checking on the suspects and it seems like they were all good, we got deeper into the favela and you started to see a different reaction by the locals.
You can see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's rope. They're roping it off.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this area definitely seems more intense. People are mean mugging here.
They blocked the street.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Nope. Okay, so I guess we're chasing a motorcyclist now. You can see.
You got
I'm getting, yo, this guy's, dude, I'm getting no seatbelts so they can get out of the car fast, yeah? It's not like they're going high speed anyway.
Oh, shit, okay. We're chasing these motorcyclists again.
Yo, you motherfucker! They're blocking the fucking way, man! What a piece of dog shit! Fucking bitch! No way, dude!
mão! Levanta a mão!
Quem caiu?
Berrou já? Berrou já?
Para geral.
Hã? Roubado.
What's he doing to his gun? Hold on, let me slow down. What's he doing?
Berrou já? Berrou já?
Para geral.
Hã? Roubado.
It's a stolen motorcycle.
Stolen motorcycle. Okay, so they were able to find that this was a stolen motorcycle.
Come on, man, don't
So
steal
this
people's
is the
bikes.
stolen motorcycle that they were able to identify.
Oh, it's
I guess this guy's
nice.
gonna get arrested.
Dois conto? Vai valer.
So our tenant is gonna conduct the motorcycle to the Unity.
Okay, dude.
So out of nowhere, he just started flashing the lights. So, yo, hey, yo.
So I think now is a good moment to explain that Brazil actually has 3 types of police. The military police, which we've been touring around with. And if you subscribe to the channel, you'll see a part 2 soon of our day with the civil and scientific police. Who are like the
Yo, chat.
Subscribe to the channel,
Chat.
you'll see.
What is this, chat? Is this fucking Renault or some shit?
A part 2 soon of our day with the
Yeah, that shit is some fucking trash. EU cars are fucking shit.
civil and scientific
fucking
police. Who are
dog
like the
shit
detectives
trash.
and crime scene
Boxy
investigators
ass
of police in
soapbox
Brazil.
dog trash.
And the station that we just arrived at is the civil police station, and it's now up to them to handle and process the arrest of this guy.
This is the civil police.
Yeah.
And they're about to process the arrest. Is that correct?
Polícia Civil is gonna investigate.
McLaren, what about it? I don't own one.
The judicial process.
Sure used
all the documents of the civil police will go to court to be analyzed, and also their deposition. They're going to be heard in the civil police right now, and if the judge thinks they did the right thing by arresting this guy, they're going to convert this prison into a preventive arrest, and this guy's going to be in jail until his process and justice finishes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct.
That's correct.
Oh, you know he used to be a lawyer.
He's a lawyer.
Yeah,
He's a lawyer.
yeah.
I was a lawyer.
Yeah.
I'm not anymore.
You used to.
Holy shit, he still has it. I can't believe you still have this.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been gone. Sorry.
You'll never forget this day, guys.
Oh, no.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Every day is like today.
This is just a regular Sunday, huh?
Oh, is it EU car? Oh, I meant French car, sorry.
Pay for taking more of a dangerous battalion?
No.
No.
It's really the vocation, like the
Yeah.
the.
May I ask how much you guys get paid per month?
4,000 to 6,000.
A hike, 4,000 to 6,000 heists. It's around like $1,200. Wow.
Because the payment is about the military rank. It's not about the job.
Because after we've seen the danger and not to mention the low pay, this job or vocation is definitely not for anyone. So while they were finishing processing the arrest, it made me think back to the conversation that we had with the captain before the patrol, because it's starting to make a lot more sense now.
Já viu pessoas que entraram na polícia e por conta de medo ou tipo assim de assustar pouco com a realidade acabaram pedindo baixa?
E atualmente está se tornando mais comuns.
It's much of these videos are kind of hard to watch, especially with like a lot of chatters or whatever, because the reality of other countries, like they don't have the luxury of doing things like always the perfect way or whatever, like NA does. You always apply any standards to other countries, and it makes watching shit really fucking stupid. They just can't do it.
Eu acredito que o crime ele sempre vai existir. Por mais que a gente consiga diminuir os valores, o crime vai existir. Mas o que eu acabo percebendo é que o acesso às redes sociais fazem com que as pessoas tomem mais conhecimento do que a...
And then it's like saying NA equals perfect law. Brother. 99% of the issues that people have with some of the behavior and shit that happens here, you put over there and then nobody blinks an eye. It's like everyday standard. Nobody gives a fuck. What the fuck are you talking about then?
Então você não fica com medo. Quanto mais isso fica se proliferando,
What are you talking about
aumentando, a pessoa ela começa a ter mais medo porque ela começa a tomar conhecimento do que está acontecendo. A mídia ela tem um papel fundamental. Só que ela nunca mostra o lado bom, o ladrão preso. Ela mostra sempre fato que acaba acontecendo. Você tem maus jornalistas, você tem maus professores, tem maus policiais.
Dude, Chad, you look at the incident earlier with these guys, right? Dude, if this is NA, you say, dude, does he have reasonable suspicion? What about probable cause? Hold on, is it visible in plain sight? Did the guy say and tell me he was a cop? No, hold on now, hold on. Did this guy just touch him without permission? Whoa, dude. Like, this is what it is. Like, chill out.
And it's true, because if you take 100 people of any group, there's almost 100% certainty that if you're gonna be complete f***ing idiots, and in the case of 100 police, absolutely there's gonna be a few that are gonna be bad, corrupt people. But as we heard over and over again with this specific unit that it's a vocation and not a job, I don't think corrupt cops are gonna be the ones that'll be saying that. But with corruption being a reality of police force around the world, I did want to ask.
What's been interesting, especially in the US, is like ever since 2019, 2020, there's been the George Floyd protest and the BLM protest, and I think that really kind of stayed a lot of people's view and perception of police in the United States. Has there been any kind of like repercussions that have been, I guess in a way, exported over to Brazil as well?
Infelizmente, eu acabo percebendo que existe sim uma visão da mídia.
Oh man. Well, it's not a terrible. It's not a terrible question. It's not a terrible question, but I feel like expecting like North American events and standards to apply to other countries, whatever.
Atua mais contra o jovem pobre negro. A mídia leva para esse caminho. Só que eles esquecem da nossa realidade brasileira, que nosso povo, a miscigenação do brasileiro, existe muito mais dentro da própria população. Então, 50% do meu efetivo também. Então, eu não busco abordar o negro. Eu busco abordar as atividades criminais naquela região. Muitas vezes eles levam para o lado do racismo, eles levam para o lado da... Eles forçam a barra, tentando mostrar algo que não é a nossa realidade. Nossa realidade é tentar combater o crime.
And I think the best representation of his message and the investigation in this video is this controversial 2007 Brazilian movie about cops. Just like the battalion we saw in this video, the film Elite Squad shows a dark and realistic portrayal of the military police, and not only does it show the struggles with drug dealers and gangs in favelas, but also the ethical dilemmas and corruption by the officers. And I think it's fair to say that this nuanced approach by the director was achieved and reflected in the film's reception by viewers and even politics at large.
In Elite Squad, I think you have a good dramaturgy, but on top of the film you have reality.
Some viewers saw the realistic and brutal actions by police as a necessary response to crime and even gained admiration for the police as heroes, while others criticized the film for glorifying violence and perpetuating negative stereotypes about favela residents. And the film even had an impact on public discourse, with some politicians using the movie's themes to justify tougher law enforcement policies, while others saw it as an opportunity to push for social reforms to address underlying issues like poverty and inequality that led people to commit these crimes in the first place. And if I've learned anything with my mission to explore the unfamiliar, is that there's two sides to every story or issue, and oftentimes truth is in the middle.
So one thing I want to make clear also is that this isn't like some glorification of cops too, right? That's not what we're trying to do. What we're also just trying to provide is another perspective that I feel like over recent years we haven't really seen. I feel like cops these days have been demonized. Whether this changed your view on cops or whether they made you hate them more, one thing you gotta remember is that when shit goes wrong, who are you calling?
It's also exciting news as the merch is finally out. So you'll be able to buy it in my link in the description, or if you prefer something free, then sign up for my free weekly newsletter where we cut through the noise of news and give you the one big story that you care about. And one last plug, follow me on Instagram.
I enjoyed that. Yeah, shout out, bro. Because I watch his videos, and also when fucking take a call doing the fucking thing I actually feel bad about, but much longer. It was a good video. Enjoyed it.